Hi everyone, welcome back to the 4 Eyes channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my brand new Spider-Man face shield I've recently just purchased online. I'm very happy with this, and the reason why I want to show you this is because it's very cheap. As a lot of you know, I make very cheap products that look pretty cool. I give you free templates, and this is no different here. Basically, I went out and made a Spider-Man face shield out of foam, not out of plastic, and it came out really well. It was treated, had air holes in it so you could breathe when you got it on. And for those who don't know, a face shield fits underneath the Spider-Man costume and gives you that profile of Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. But basically I didn't post a video because I didn't think anyone would want to have that, because if you went out and spent £200–300 on a suit, why would you waste money on a very cheap foam mask? Despite the foam mask being pretty damn decent, I went out myself to compare the differences. So hopefully at the end of this video, if I get time, I'll remake my foam mask and compare my foam one to the one inside the box here. So a lot of you know, if you go to the online sites, you'll find that face shields often are about £200, which is quite a lot of money, and I was reluctant to go out and spend that much money to buy a face shield when my foam one works just as well. But I managed to find a place online which was selling just a raw cast of the Spider-Man mask, which cost me £50. It was about £60 with the shipping because it came from America, from Los Angeles I believe. But basically I managed to get it for £50. So what's in this box is a DIY version of a Spider-Man face shield. So what we're going to do is go down there and we're going to basically open this box and show you what you get inside. Okay, so here's the box. Now just before we get started, I want to tell you where I got this from. So it was from Esty, and it was from a shop called Made by McLean Shop. There will be a link down below in the description where you can go and view this yourself. So what I'm going to do now is open it up and show you exactly what you get inside this package. So the first thing you're going to get is your Spider-Man face shield. This is probably the most important part of the package. Now as you can see already, I do have magnets on them. Now these are my magnets, but you do get a set of magnets yourself from the store which fit inside these tiny little holes, which I'm guessing are made to fit the lenses. So as you can see, I put my own on because I've had these from my other costumes. So it means that when I make my own lenses, as you know, I make my own lenses, they'll fit them much better than just having small ones with bigger ones on the lenses that you stick on. So as you can see, this is the main mask. It's like I said, it's, even though this looks complete, the ones that on the store that they sell as well have lots of old holes inside them, and I'm going to be doing that myself. I've got a nice pattern laid out. I'm going to be putting patterns coming up from the nose, around the head, and some going down the face and up the top. Now the key thing here is when I start doing this is not to make it too holy. I know that sounds silly, but make it too holy so that the shell loses its rigidity. I want to make sure it's still strong so that when I put it on my head, it's still going to be holding its shape. Yeah, that's the main piece. Now, like I said, this is a DIY kit, so you will have to do a bit of work to this. But for £50, I cannot complain about that. So you'll also get a bunch of other items inside here. So you'll get some foam for some padding, so that when it's on your head, you can make it so that your skin's not touching the plastic, which will reduce sweat. You will also get some sticky rubber backing kind of thing here. I'm not sure what that's for yet. I think that's to maybe do more padding and stick things together. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, you do get magnets, which I don't have now because I threw them away because I didn't need them. And then you get this really cool piece of rubber. So basically what this does is, inside the mask, you'll put this near your nose, and this will prevent any like hot air from your mouth and your nose reaching the glasses or the goggles, whatever the lens is, so they don't steam up, because that's a big problem with Spider-Man lenses. The ones I make don't steam up, so it's not going to be a big issue for me. But I'm going to also use this myself, because when this is inside the mask, I'll spin it around so you can see from your point of view. When this is in the mask, it holds up the mask on a bit more comfortably, and this is quite comfortable on your face. Now, I do have a set of mock lenses I'm going to use potentially for a different Spider-Man costume in the future. And these are the ones I've got here. These are some very old lenses of mine. As you can see, they're going to look something like this for like a Venom type suit, or maybe a classic Spider-Man suit. And Now these are my special lenses, so these don't fog up. Then these ones are not complete. As you can see, they're not even on properly. And basically these are the ones that reflect really bright and will obviously shine into the camera's lenses. Okay, so what we're going to do next is to show you what this looks like on my head, to give you a comparison of sizes. So this is a size small from the website, and my head is a 53 centimeter circumference size. So if your head measures 53 centimeters or thereabout, you'll see how this will fit your head. So I'm going to put it on now and show you exactly what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like on my head, and as you can see, it fits me so close. With the foam that's been provided, this will more than fit your head and be quite snug. With the ear holes as well that I'm going to add myself, this will be such a good addition to my costume. Okay, so the next section I'm going to be talking about if it's worth purchasing this or trying to make your own. Now honestly, I have no issues with my foam version of this mask, but this one's actually pretty damn good. For the amount I paid for it, £50 is nothing. Now, this store does sell the £200 versions of this, which will have holes in the lenses, really nice lenses, don't get me wrong, and really good quality. But they do offer this cheaper alternative where you get to make it yourself, which is a really good thing. It gives someone like me who doesn't necessarily want to pay that much money for something that doesn't seem fair. Don't get me wrong, all these places that do the high-end lenses and the high-end shells like this, they're incredible, but not everyone has that money. So giving people an option to have a cheaper alternative and then them to do the extra work is a good thing. If I was to rate this out of 10, it would be a 10. Yes, it's not complete, but they do give you so much inside that box to complete it. They give you the foam, the stickers, the nose piece, the magnets. All you need to do then is to add the glue into the sections of the mask. And like I said, there's indentations in the mask where you can stick them magnets yourself. And then also you have to drill the holes in. Now, that is a tricky one. If you're a bit young, you can get like an adult to help you do with that. Now, I'm going to give you a tip here. If you're using glue, I used a glue called Gorilla Glue, which uses water and the glue. So all you need to do is get a bit of water, put a dab of glue on, and that magnet will stick to that thing so good. That's what I've done here, and all I've done then is get a black Sharpie and I've just coloured it in because it's a yellow glue. Coloured it in so it matches the mask. Now what I will do is basically, after this segment, I'm going to do a speed up thing. So basically you're going to see me finishing this off super quick, missing some boring bits, and basically have a final product. And I'll explain basically what I've done to the mask after that. Okay, so as you can see now, the mask is now complete. The first thing you're going to notice is that there are plenty of holes throughout the mask, including the top. Now, like I said in the previous clip, I didn't want to put too many holes in the mask just in case it lost its rigidity. And I would obviously suggest to you, if you was doing this yourself, do the same way I have and start with a few holes and work out. Now, because I know now that this mask can hold out with all these air holes, I'm actually going to continue the holes throughout the side and the top to make this as breathable as possible. Now, the next thing I've done is to add a second lot of magnets to the side of the mask, because the lenses I make do not fit the three that were available on this mask. So this is the three main positions that this mask had. And I've just put one right at the back here to add to my magnetized lenses so that they fit really well. So the next thing you're going to notice is the roughness of the mask. Now this doesn't really matter as this will be on the inside of your suit, but I've done this for two reasons. The first being when I was drilling into the mask, a lot of the drilling bits were sticking out, so I had to sand them off. And the second thing is, if you've got a shiny faceplate like this and you've got a light coloured suit, for example, I want to do Gwen Stacy, so she has a white mask, this shininess will shine straight through and be easily noticeable. So what I've done is sanded that off to make it a matte colour. Now if you've got like a dark red colour or blue, like the classic suit, that won't be an issue, but if it's white like I'm doing, this will be easily noticeable. So what I can do is paint this white if I want to. So if I sand off the shininess which is available here and around the sides, I can easily go back over this with a white colour. Now let's talk about the inside. So as you can see on the inside, there's a lot of things in here that weren't there before. First thing you're going to notice is all this white foam. Now what I've done, I've placed the foam in a very unique position so that when it's on my head, it reduces my contact against the plastic and will increase the airflow of all the holes that are available. Like I said before, I am going to add more air holes to make it as breathable as possible because this mask can handle it. But I put the foam in a very unique position. Now I know from experience that my hair often gets in the way when it comes to things like this. So what I've done at the very top here is I've added a U-shaped bit of foam. So when my head fits inside, my hair will clog up in this section here and it'll be quite stable. I've already checked this out and this works really well. This is just to prevent my face shield from coming off when I'm trying to put it on. Next, I put some side pieces here. Now these side pieces actually go behind my cheekbones and these go underneath. So basically my cheekbone will slide just in here and keep this onto my face quite well. I've made it so it doesn't touch my temple, so there's no pressure there, so I don't get any headaches. And then just near the chin, if you can just see there, I've added a chin pad there so that it's comfortable on my chin. The reason for this is because my chin will touch the plastic. It's quite hot on the plastic, especially for those long day cons, and this is going to reduce the sweat from touching the plastic. The only addition I'm going to add to this is, if I show you like this, I'm just going to cut a little bit away from here so that my chin fits in there a little bit more comfortably, only when I speak. So when I talk, basically, my chin rubs against this and it can be a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm going to remove a bit of that and that should be just fine. So yeah, that's it. That is my mask. The only thing I'm going to add, like I said, is more air holes to make it more breathable. And yeah, it's complete. I'm very happy with the results and I cannot wait to use this for my next cosplay, which, if you don't already know, which I've mentioned in the video, is going to be Spider-Gwen. This is why I wanted to go out and get this. So there's one more thing I want to show you about this mask you may not have noticed, is that the eyes are a little bit wider. Now what I've done is remove some of the excess material around the edges, especially around this area. There was 2 sharp points which I didn't like the look of, so I've sanded them away. I've sanded right in the corner here to make my eyes peer through them a lot easier, because my eyes are around about here on the mask. So I've sanded them in a little bit more so that I can see it clearly. And yeah, I'm very happy with the end result. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Some links down below in the description where you can go and buy this mask right now. As you can see, the quality of this thing is incredible. Now the outcome of what I've done myself is, for me, perfect. I have no issues with that. Adding more detail later on is something that I will do. You may do a better job of making this more customizable yourself. And also the store does sell a full kit of this where you get everything and you get to do all the work, I believe. And there's one where it's pre-made where you can just buy it and wear it straight away if you've got the extra bit of cash. But this is a great bargain. Go down in the description and purchase this. Disclaimer, I did not get paid for this review. This is just my honest opinion on something that I'm very happy about. Also, there's some links down below in the description where you can follow me on Instagram or go to Facebook group where you can get some template lenses I've made for this mask myself. So yeah, if you do like this video, please like, dislike, comment and subscribe, and hopefully see you next time on the 4 Eyes channel. And if I don't get to see you tomorrow, good morning, good evening and good night.